Hello, today I want to share something a little different. This was a recent match I had while climbing up B1 rank. It was a pretty intense match overall, and it really could have went either way.
Is fighting and despair all you know?
While, spoilers, we know from the title this is versus Sanctuary, I usually try to fish for an Anvelt at the start, either way, so I redraw my cards in this case. I was pretty confident to get some type of 2-drop pretty soon within a turn or two. Seeing Ramiel was really a best case scenario as soon as I realized Sanctuary was my opponent. Well, I'm getting back into Shadowverse and I didn't know too much about, these mini updates. 𝗙𝗙cie𝗹𝗹𝚅 is such an amazing card. It was definitely the first legendary I created once I got enough vials. I decided to play 𝗙𝗪cie to be pretty aggressive early on. I wasn't too sure how it would work out, but because of also her shield, I knew it'd be a pretty, decent play. While they did have a Journey Mage, I was still able to drop, quite a few followers down. And there it is. My opponent, the Holy Sanctuary Amulet. Goodbye. Bye-bye. After playing Sanctuary for so long, I definitely know that really holds you up if you do not have Holy Sanctuary. Like, as soon as possible and as much as possible. I mean, they could have just recast it, of course, but you want them to use those play points instead of other heals and other things. And here we start to realize they don't have it. Or at least they're definitely not using it yet. And this is fine. I'm fine with everything they're playing because Anvil's about to go off and destroy their creatures. Or followers. I keep saying creatures. I got her passive. I decided not to use her versus the unicorn. Maybe I should have. I don't know. But I knew it wasn't going to trigger the Holy Sanctuary on the field either way with a little 1-point heal. And they play theirs. And then we're gonna go back and forth for a while. I really enjoy Pine. I mean, she's not really very versatile versus Sanctuary here, so which is why I just kind of played her. Because I didn't expect a whole lot of followers to be dropped.
There is not a soul without sin.
You are done for.
Punish the wicked. Spare the innocent.
And here's where we know they still don't have Sanctuary. They still don't have the amulet.
How could you not understand? Aegis transformation.
The enhance on Apostle is actually really, really good. I've noticed if I do not have Anvilts early on and I play the enhanced version of the Apostle, it's actually a really good alternative for an enhanced 𝗙𝗪cie for turn 6 and on. Especially with that extra shield versus effects here. Oh boy. That's a lot of health. That's where we realize it's gonna be a long and arduous battle here. It's alright, I got some heals too. I'm still fishing for more options for myself, honestly. I usually use this paladin to trade other guys, since I want to keep as many warded followers out as possible. Ah, Lorena. She's definitely my favorite card. She's definitely one of my favorite cards when I'm playing Sanctuary. That's a lot of health. This reminds me a bit of when I was playing a Tyrande deck back in Hearthstone, and you could, I think you could increase your HP by 10 or something like that. It was either 5, I think it was 10 if I remember correctly. And what sucked here was that I got the Barong, which was actually fine. Like, that was okay. I wasn't too sure if I get Anvil. I couldn't, at this point in time, I couldn't remember if Abdiel banished Anvil or not, if he was destroyed. Ah, yes, this guy. This guy. The world, though. And here they are building back up the Holy Sanctuary. But yeah, I got shields. Shields for this. So here they got pretty sassy with swinging with the world. They got the passive. This was actually the most opportune moment to use Grimnir here because they had nothing. Nothing else was going on. It's like, you know what? We're just gonna take you down. Not a notch. We're gonna take you down by 10. And this is the play here with Anvil that I think made a big difference later on, because I debated hard casting him later and I realized I don't think I'm gonna really get an opportune chance to do that, and they're not really a follower deck where I need to worry about that. Bring out the dudes. Bring out the dudes. I love this Paladin card. It's so good. And since I did get amulets going here, Sniper does a little bit of work. I'm just gonna slowly whittle them down. I mean, at this point, they don't have cards in hand either. This was a terrible, terrible game where I wasn't drawing really much of anything. Like, my Enchanted Knights did not come out to play. And here we go. Clearing the field by themselves. But they're also pinging themselves. And here's where I play Anrei, and I was hoping to ping Set off the field. And I didn't realize the Skyward Art was not going to work that way. So I was actually pretty upset. I did not want the other passive. I wanted to ping that. Instead, I had to sacrifice my other Barong. I got no plays in hand here. I didn't know how this was gonna go. But I usually just don't give up. So I finally got Enchanted Knight, and this is where we get some Heart of the Cards action here. Paladin, which now my dudes are Storm, and I'm gonna deal 6 damage. And now Anvil's coming. And I actually kind of forgot that he was going to ping them for lethal. And that made all the difference. I was actually hoping for a draw, and I could not have been any happier.